Beats, rhymes, and bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines. Beats, rhymes, and bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines. Beats, rhymes, and bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines, bass lines.
What up, London? How you doing? It's your boy Austin Fillmore. Shout out to the General for having me. Thank you very much. Much love to you, homie. But yeah, no, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Born in Chicago, raised in the burbs, and then finally ended up back in Chicago. I love the city, even though it's mad cold over here most of the year, so it kind of sucks. But it's all good though. We make it work. Type of music I used to listen to growing up. I grew up in the church. My parents were very heavy into the church. My dad's actually a minister, so I grew up listening to a lot of gospel music. Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin, all those type of cats. Ron Canoli. My dad used to listen to a lot of Nat King Cole, so I definitely have a big influence. I've been influenced heavily by that style of music, Nat King Cole, Natalie Cole. And my parents, you know, had the old school music. They used to bump the Michael Jackson and the Earth, Wind, and Fire and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely my influences definitely from the old school era. It wasn't until about middle school to where I started branching off and finding my own little niche into music. I think the first hip hop CD that I ever had was Ludacris Word of Mouth, which was a very big eye-opener for me, especially all the curse words in it. But it worked out. Growing up, I had an eclectic style of friends, so I'm really heavy into alternative music. I'm heavy into hip-hop and indie music, with pretty much whatever sounds good. I even like some country. Actually, my first concert that I ever went to was a country concert. Sad to say, but yeah, it was a country concert. But it was fun though. It was crazy. I liked it a lot. I was in 7th grade when I first started rapping. So what? That's like what, like 13? Yeah, I want to say like 13. Yeah, I think that's 7th grade. Yeah, I was in 7th grade when I first started rapping. It used to be like just something that we used to do at the lunch cafeteria, you know, in between periods and all that stuff, banging on tables and spitting flows or whatnot. I actually was really garbage. They used to not let me rap. They used to just make me beatbox because I was really good at that. But I wasn't satisfied with that. I really wanted to rap. So what I used to do, I used to go home, not do my homework, and write raps and lyrics all night just for the moment when it was lunchtime to go spit them, and I would memorize them all night. And people be like, oh, that's so raw, that's so raw. And then like the next dude would go up. Sometimes it'd be a battle and the next dude would go up, he spit whatever he spit, and then they look at me like, come back with something. And I only wrote one rap that night, so I was like, I didn't have nothing else to say. But no, that's where it started. And then over the years, just getting older and going to school and going to house parties and doing it for fun, and you know, smoking weed, drinking, just having fun and rapping. And I guess someone thought I was really good, and they're like, you should really try doing it, and it kind of just stuck with me. So then I just started really working on it, really going back and like researching different hip hop artists, heavily influenced by the flow of Andre 3000. He's the man. So I remember going back and studying his flow and studying other people's stuff, and then just trying to find my own little lane for it. I don't think anything made me want to say that I want to be a rapper. I call myself an entertainer. I feel like if I call myself a rapper, it kind of confines me and traps me into just that, just being a rapper. And I'm a lot more than that. I can rap, I sing, I can act. So I pretty much told myself one day, I woke up, I had been through a lot. I was like 21 at the time. I had a whole bunch of life experiences, you know, getting locked up and doing stupid stuff. And it just kind of one day hit me. I was like, I want to be an entertainer. I want to find a way to either make people laugh or just make them enjoy themselves, just make people appreciate whatever they're looking at. And, you know, it kind of comes natural because my dad's a preacher. He's pretty animated, so I kind of, you know, got some techniques from him. But yeah, so it just worked out that way. I do write all my own songs. Every single word that comes out of my mouth is written by me, and I will have it no other way. Even as the music continues to grow and I get more busy, I will still always find time and make time to write my own lyrics, because music to me is, you know, it's really personal. It's my therapy session. It's my opportunity to let everything out. And if I don't write my own lyrics, then I'm gonna go crazy. We can't have that. What was the name of my first song that I ever wrote, and what year was it? That's a good question. It was 2000. What year was that? It was 21 to 2008. Yeah, it was 2008. Yeah, it was 2008. I actually was. I was actually in jail, which isn't a good thing. Don't ever go to jail. I was actually in jail, and I was just bored. Started just, you know, banging on the tables or whatever, and just started writing my song. Forget what song. Forget how it went. But that was like the first time I actually sat there and actually tried to write a song out. The first song that I actually ever wrote and like performed actually came in 2009. I think the song was called Changes. Totally forget. But my cousin had sent me this beat. He's like, yo, we're throwing a show in Chicago. You need to come out. And I didn't have any music recorded, so he threw me a beat and he's like, just write to it and go out there and spit it. And that's what I did. So that was like my first experience with the music. Was not in the studio, not recording. It was actually live on stage, having something totally memorized, verse, chorus, just straight up beat, boom, everything right there. And it was actually pretty wild. People loved it, so I was really happy with it. Before we go into the new project, how many projects have you done? Sorry, I'm like reading these questions. This is the first project. The project that I just released, titled English, released on February 4th, 2014. It's my first project. Now, I have like over 100 songs recorded. This project took like 3 years to release. We have over 100 songs recorded, and we wind up just releasing 14 of them. It was pretty much, I took about a good 3 years just to really, you know, hone my craft, work on it, get it better before actually just, you know, instead of just making a whole bunch of songs and just releasing them, I actually put time and effort into it. So this is my only project that I have, my first project, and it definitely will not be the last. Already starting on the new project already as we speak. English. It's funny how that name came about. I pretty much had recorded the whole entire tape. I had just been going back and forth in my head and trying to figure out what I wanted to call it. And you know, in Chicago, we have like an awesome train system. It's called the L, and so I take that to work. And so on that L is where I write a lot of my lyrics, where I come up like a lot of my ideas, like in that transition between from going to home to work. And so I spent a lot of time thinking about, like, you know, what I want to name the title. I was, you know, thinking like My World or something, and something that's catchy, and didn't really stand out. And I remember my boy, shout out Kyle Bettis, he's actually one of my hype men as well. We worked together at a tavern, at this restaurant, whatever. And one of the cooks in the back, he had said something to me like in Spanish, and I could tell it was like something mean. So I responded back to him. I was like, man, anything you gotta say to me, you can say it in English. And Kyle heard it, and he started laughing. And like for a week straight, we just would every time we see each other, be like, hey man, you better talk to me in English, like just with like a real serious face, like. And then one day he's like, man, you should name your mixtape that. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you should name your mixtape that. I was like, I started thinking about it. I was like, English, and it kind of had like a nice little ring to it, so I stuck with it. And yeah, pretty much it's me finally speaking on everything I want. Like it's my English just said in a different way with the A, Austin's English. The project has 14 tracks. The main producer on there is one of my good friends, Hank Iving. He produced 12 of the 14 tracks. The other 2 tracks, one is done by this really cool kid. His name is Nobility I Am, and this other guy who I actually have a really strong friendship with. His name is Seth Johnson. He's a really cool cat as well. So yeah, those are those. And Anthony 12 Tone Thompson, my homie, blood guy forever. He actually recorded the whole entire. He's recorded everything I've ever done. Actually, I've stuck with him forever. But he recorded the whole project, mixed the whole project. He's really the brains into the sound and how we capture that sound. He's dope. He's recorded Jeremiah. Yeah, so he's done a lot. And so those are pretty much the guys when it came to the music that I worked with. Hank, Seth, and Nobility I Am, and mainly 12 Tone. You actually, where you can purchase it, you actually don't have to purchase it because it's free. It's all free. A lot of my music's gonna be free for a while. You can go on audiomack.com, AUDIOMACK, and just search my name, Austin Fillmore, AUSTINFILLMORE. I wish there was a way I could put the link up. I'm not really tech savvy, so I don't know how to do that. But yeah, you can go on there. You can download it for free, or just listen to it if you want it first. But what's up, dude? Definitely download it. Definitely download it. Audiomack.com is where you can find it. We'll get to him later. Do I have a website? Yeah, I'm not a website yet. Working on that. Definitely follow me on Twitter though. I'm heavy on Twitter. Austin_Fillmore. Heavy on Twitter. Heavy on Facebook, Tumblr. All you gotta do is search me and all those little things. You can Google me. You'll find out exactly where I'm at. But definitely Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time, so you'll get all that. So the general is asking me, this is a question that I ask all my artists that he interviews. Who would you like to work with? Only one person, and why? It's a good question because there's a lot of people that I would want to work with. One person in particular. Oh man. That's a hard question. It's a very hard question. I think I would have to say Justin Bieber. No, I'm kidding. Kanye West. Kanye West. If I had to pick, I probably want to work with him. He is also, him being from the Shy, and and making it and coming out and all that stuff, and he's so talented. He's so innovative, and he's so diverse, and he has a horrible attitude, which is cool. I fucks with that because we all have horrible attitudes at times. But no, he's a genius, and he's smart. His wordplay, how he says things, how he's able to make things. Just him overall, just him as an artist is just someone that I would love to make a song with, or at least sit down and pick his brain and ask him a shit ton of questions. Yeah, so Kanye West. So he's asked, the general wants to know, or you guys want to know, do you have anything to say to anyone getting into the music business? Yes, I have a lot to say to people getting into the music business. Be real. Make sure that everything that you're talking about is really what's going on in your life. In this industry, we get flooded with a lot of people that are always they're talking, I got this money, I got that money, I got this cars, and for all we know, they could have it. For all we know, they might not have it. But with an industry that's flooded so much talking about that stuff, it's kind of nice to hear someone else talk about something that's really going on in their life, which is what I do. Not to say, one day my music could change. If I do get bigger and get more money, get more cars, then if that's what's going on in my life, yeah, I might end up talking about that. But the one thing that is consistent and will always stay consistent, and that I hope that people that are hoping to get into the music industry do is to just be real. Talk about whatever's going through your life. Make sure that you build a team of people that you can trust, friends or family. You know, especially friends and families. You know, it's hard to get them involved into your music, and it's easy. You know, you got some friends that'll be really excited about it, and then you got some that won't be, but later on they will be. But just keep a small circle and a good team behind you, people that really believe in you and trust in you, and never be scared to hear no. Never be scared to hear you suck or whatever. Just take that and turn it into your motivation. You know, I used to get laughed out of places when I would rap. I used to get teased all the time when I would rap, and you know, all that stuff growing up has led to now, and you know, I just use it as motivation. So don't be scared to fail. You're gonna fall flat on your face. Just, you know, get your ass back up and do it again. Yeah. So you can find my project again on AudioMac, AudioMack.com. Search Austin Fillmore. I think as of today, I think we broke the top 100 for mixtapes. I'm not sure, but it's definitely on there. The name of the mixtape is called Anglish, ANGLISHH. So definitely check that out. You can find it there. You can download it. So he wants me to give you guys a little verse. Sure, I'll give you a little verse off the mixtape. Alright, so one of the songs on the mixtape is called Red Bicycle. It's actually kind of like a jazzy spitting type of feel. I'll give you the first verse to that. It goes, yo. On a new note, things are being kind of crazy. I'm 25 years old, about to have another baby. New job at a restaurant that's kind of swanky. I wonder if these new developments will ever change me. My mind says that I was destined just to work a job. My heart says that I was always born to be a star. But every time I come up on the come up, I'm just fucking up. Fighting for my life. I tell my haters all to knuckle up. Pain is just a way to make me stronger. Yeah, I'm manning up. After first place, no more. Mr. Runner Up. I'm ready for the crash, and this time I'm not gonna buckle up. I'm working every day, still feel like I don't do enough. I save my money for a new whip to pull up in. Now it's being spent on some pull-ups to pull my kids up in. I was born with a hustler's mentality. Looks like I'ma die with a hustler's reality. They hate the guy who never lie. You should try to shoot for size. Send your best rapper and I bet he get 8 alive. Suicide. Come against me and you pay the price. Make them haters all get to stepping like a Zeta 5. Yeah, don't ever take me lightly. You could try your whole life and never get like me. I'm the one who never saw the point in rocking white tees. Niggas said I was a lame. Well, bitch, I might be. But I'm harder than a nigga getting some in the summer sun. Tell your girlfriend I want my meat in her butter buns. Never scared, never run. Hold on, dog, your homie come. Let's smile up in his face and make him think we think he number one. That's how haters live, and that's how haters are. But by itself, they bought my CD in their fucking car. They go to sleep and they be dreaming about my fucking bars. Their girlfriends masturbate to my fucking bars. Bars. Yeah, so that's that. Check that out. There's actually a music video for that one too, and I think he posted it on his blog. So, what do I think of current affairs in music? I guess what's going on in music. Music is crazy. I think the politics behind it kind of gets in the way of a lot of stuff, but you know, when does politics not get in the way? I think where music is going right now, it's all based on, you know, what you're looking for, but I feel like music is taking a turn that can either be really good or really bad. It just depends on whose hands the music falls into. You know, I think technology-wise, music is becoming, you know, stronger. It's becoming solid. Like I would say, like back in the day, you know, the recordings back then weren't as crispy as what we have now, and I just feel like music is just growing in the quality as far as recording wise. But that being said, with the growing of quality of recording, I feel like the content is lacking, you know, in a lot of songs. But I mean, music is music. Things, you know, life is life, and things are gonna change. You know, back in the day, you had to sell a lot of records. Now you can't do that because of the internet. So it's all about touring and doing shows. So yeah, music is music, and as long as you find music that touches you, I feel like music can be a help, you know. And just find real music. Yeah, thank you for having me, Beats, Rhymes, and Basslines. Yeah, keep supporting. I salute all you guys. Support up and coming artists, support people that you love. Be real with yourself, love yourself, be yourself. Thank you for having me. Once again, my name is Austin Fillmore. Follow me on Twitter, Austin_Fillmore. And I hope you like the mixtape, English. I really put my heart and soul into it. You know, it's my first one. It's kind of like my baby. So you know, definitely hit me up on my Twitter. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought about it. Your favorite songs that weren't your favorite, and yeah, just holler at me. So yeah, thank you, and bless you all.
Beats, rhymes, and basslines. 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 Basslines.